Things have been going extremely well for this March to October. We're way above our projection right now, sitting at a 50-25 record, 6.5 games up on second place. But not only that, we are protecting an 11-game winning streak right now. As far as I can remember, this is the best winning streak I've ever had in a March to October. And I do not intend on losing it anytime soon. Before we get into things though, I do have a couple of things to talk about. First things first, this is how I fit Devin Williams into the bullpen. I'm still worried about, for some reason when somebody's in the setup role, they just don't get innings, and I don't understand why. So I didn't want to have Devin Williams in the setup role, so I put him in middle relief, moved Cody Hoyer to long relief. Not like he has great stamina or anything, but nobody does at this point after getting rid of Lopez, and besides Hendricks, Hoyer had the most. The other thing is, after the trade, I obviously had to update the trade management screen. And actually, I forgot to change this. We no longer need a relief pitcher. I'll just put him for center field because I'm going all in for the outfielders. At this point, both Vaughn and Eaton are both playing pretty well, but I still think we could probably benefit from having somebody better, at least over Eaton. I don't know. I still like Vaughn. I don't really want to take him out of the lineup, but this is what I have. They are all probably very optimistic trades. But at the same time, I really only see it being a benefit if we get somebody significantly better like one of these four. Because I'm not about to replace Adam Eaton with somebody who's 2 overall higher than him. Because Adam Eaton, he's hitting over 300, he's producing. So there's no reason to replace him with somebody who's only slightly better. So I picked here 4 guys that they're, like I said, optimistic, but they all could somewhat make sense. Yastrzemski, they're not doing anything on the Giants this year. He's a little bit older, so he could be someone you would trade away if you're going into more of a rebuild. Joey Gallo, he's probably the least likely one of this entire grouping, just because it seems like he's still got such a big upside and he's only 27. But again, the Rangers, a team that's not going to do anything in this March to October, so they might look to do it. Conforto, I don't remember, because that whole NL East is just a jumbled mess. So the Mets could be in contention, they might not. If they are, they're not going to trade away Conforto. If they're not, they might. And then finally, Ketel Marte. It's really the same reason as everybody else. The Diamondbacks, they're not going anywhere in that division anytime soon. Marte, kind of like Gallo, he's got a bigger upside. He's still only 27. But honestly, just with how well-rounded he is, this might be the guy I would most look forward to getting. Weirdly enough, it's probably Marte and Yastrzemski, the 2 lower of the 4 overalls, that I would want the most. And we got a month until the trade deadline is up, so plenty of time for more trades to pop up. So I think with that, we're ready to hop into this game. Trying to keep this win streak going. We're at 11 right now. We've got a 1-0 lead over Seattle. So we just got to hold them to nothing for 2 more innings, and we can keep this thing going.
The White Sox have been rolling pretty much since day 1 of the season. Heidi, give us the inside scoop.
Matt, most consider this a team to watch coming into the season, and they have not disappointed. Their dominance in the first half of this season has their fan base all fired up, but the clubhouse sentiment is that they still have not reached their full potential. If that's true, and if they do manage to take it up another notch in the second half, look out.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Giolito, I think it said as I was loading in, is throwing a 1-hitter. I want to verify this. Yeah, he is. That's 1 hit on the board for them. Oh my gosh, what a pitch. Legend CPU, man. I always got to remember to adjust because they just take everything. Yeah, look at that. That's another good one. There we go. We still punch him out. The fastball caught a lot of the zone, but it didn't matter. And we get another one swinging here this time. 8 strikeouts now for Giolito. 2 in the inning. 4 outs to go. Oh man, this is rough. Everything's been perfect, but it's just not going my way. It's going in the far reaches of the shaded zone there. Oh, dude, why? Dude, look at these last 3 pitches that were all fouled off. 6, 7, and 8. That's a circle change, a fastball up in it, and then that slider. This at bat should not still be going on after those 3 pitches. No, that's MLB The Show for you guys. I have no words. I have no words. I make 3 of the best pitches you could possibly throw, and that one even wasn't a bad pitch. Yeah, it caught a little bit more of the zone. Alright, well now we get out of the inning. 1 batter too late. It's like they just dial it back as soon as they do the thing to make you angry. Alright, well, hey, I'll still get the complete game with Giolito if we can put up a couple of runs this inning. I didn't even realize Paxton's still going strong for them. Talk about a pitcher's duel. Abreu! Finally, I'm coming through with him in a big situation. The no-doubt shot, that's got to be 412 feet. His 12th of the year, putting us back in front going into the 9th. I feel like he's had so many chances to do something huge this series, and I've never been able to come through. Oh, that was a good pitch. So we only managed the 1, so we're going to have Liam Hendriks come in here in the 9th to close this one off. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least somewhat tempted to try Devin Williams out for the first time in this situation. But Liam Hendriks had a 94 overall. 10 overall higher than Devin Williams. I think that's who we gotta trust right now. Oh, that's not a good start. There we go. Just overpower him. Tired of all these foul balls right now. That's a good curve. Oh my god, another good slider. Liam, he's pitching pretty good. 1 more. The curveball gets him. Liam Hendriks strikes out 3 in a row after giving up a base hit. We're going to extend this streak out to 12. Now we just got to hope that that 2 momentum there is enough to keep this streak going. Because if I remember right, we didn't leave the last episode with a ton of momentum left in the tank. Yeah, it was basically neutral. So that's a decent amount, but it's probably only good for about 3 wins. So let's see. Let's see what's happening. We're going to keep it going. Keeping it going. Oh my gosh, it's still going. Oh, it doesn't even give us the chance. Oh, that's frustrating. So let me think here before we address the trade that's popped up onto the screen. If our win made it 12, I think it simulated 3 more wins. So we officially had a 15-game winning streak before losing that game. I really wish it would have put us in that situation to try and prevent that loss, but it is what it is. And what we got to focus on right now is a trade. And this, judging by what's on my screen right now, has potential to be really good. So Starling Marte is the first option. And if he's on the screen and at the top it says San Francisco and Texas, I think I might know who those are going to be. So I don't plan on trading for Starling Marte. I've never really liked how he plays in the show. So let's see who the Giants are willing to give up. Oh, the wrong guy. It's supposed to be Yastrzemski, guys, not Belt. All right, well, Rangers, are you going to come through? Oh, they are. Oh, no, but Crochet. Oh, no. I'm torn. I'm absolutely torn. Well, I'm definitely not taking Belt. Probably not going to go with Marte. But obviously Gallo would be the pick. Oh, and it's so stupid to be getting hung up on Crochet because obviously Gallo's going to provide a lot more value. Crochet's only pitched in 15 2/3 innings. And he's not even like shut down or anything this year. He is when I use him. He's been really good. And it's not like we don't have other lefty relievers. We got Bummer, we got Alexander, both of them higher overalls. Hopefully, I mean, it's already asked us twice if we want to call up Jace Fry, so hopefully it asks us a 3rd time, because then we could get that lefty back. Well, I feel like I should say, again, just because I've been saying this every time, there's no way I would do this trade if I was continuing this in a franchise, because this is a pretty big asking price. 3 guys that could probably turn out to be something big in the future, but obviously we're not thinking about more than just this year. So he'd most likely be replacing Adam Eaton out in right. Eaton would move to the bench. Eaton's playing really well, batting .306, getting on base a lot. He's a .9 win player. Andrew Vaughn would be the other option that he would play over. Vaughn's hitting even better, probably. He's a 1.4 win player, so it probably would be Eaton that would take a seat for Gallo. And what's Gallo doing? Because I guess I didn't look at that. He's putting together one of his better all-around seasons, probably. The power is way down. Only 14 homers to this point. But the average is up more than probably normally is. He's getting on base that a lot, too. Obviously, we know he's going to be good in the field. 2.7 WAR. Guys, I think we gotta do it. I really like Crochet, but the logic I'm thinking is literally he's only pitched 15 innings. But Gallo's going to be in the lineup every day. We have other guys who could pick up the slack of losing Crochet. Matthew Thompson and John Park aren't going to factor into this season, so I think the logical thing is to do it. I really did not think when I put Gallo on the board, again, just like Devin Williams in the last one, I did not think that we were actually going to get the chance to trade for Joey Gallo, but here it is, and I'm going to accept it. We're getting rid of Garrett Crochet, acquiring Joey Gallo from the Rangers. And this might just be one of, if not the biggest trades I've ever made in March to October. Lock it in. There he is. Look at him in the White Sox uniform. Alright, so it's going to give us a player lock with him, but I know this one's been on the shorter side. We only played an inning and a half of baseball, but I think you guys can understand why I would want to save this Joey Gallo player lock for the next episode. The projected wins after all that shot up to 101. If I'm remembering right, I've never seen projected wins above 100 in a March to October. But that's going to do it for me. This was a big episode. We're really emerging as a force in our division. But make sure you leave a like on this one if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to come back for the next one where we give Joey Gallo his team debut. But until then, that's all I've got. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.